Well, let's start off with some warm-ups. We're going to start with the famous washing machine warm-up, where the starting position is feet shoulder width apart, facing forward. The knees are bent and the hips are tucked in forward. And the first movement, you shift your weight to the one side, doesn't matter which one, and then you twist your body. Now your hands are going to wrap around you, your right hand in the front of the hip and the left hand back toward the kidney, and then you're going to twist, and that twisting motion is going to propel your hands outward and around the body. So in regular speed, and your hands are in kind of a very loose fist so that you can actually stimulate the acupuncture meridians. It's important to notice that the waist is actually hitting the hands. The waist is forcing the motion. It's not the hands. If she does it with just her hands, without her waist, it's hard. As soon as you learn how to do this right, it's hard not to undo it. Then it's just a forced motion. When you do it with your hips, now the hands are just limp, similar to that little toy that the Chinese have that has a little drum and strings along the end with little pearls at the end, and you twist it and then they make a very annoying beating drummy sound. So this is called the wash machine. The next warm-up we have is called pushing up heaven. And in this warm-up we put our feet together and we'll start by raising our left hand, and it goes straight up over the head, the right hand pushing down. Now what's going to happen here is you just exhale. Now you're going to inhale as the hands switch positions right down the center line of the body. So we inhale, and as soon as the hand passes the face, we start to exhale again. And then we inhale and exhale. You notice how she turns slightly? That's very, very good to do. Continue. So as the breathing happens, then the motion. It's not the other way around. When we run, we don't start breathing heavy until our body demands oxygen. Well, with Tai Chi, it's the opposite. What we want to do is the breathing actually encourages the motion. The breathing causes the motion. All right, now the next warm-up we're going to do is called the prayer wheel. She's going to step back with her left foot, and the back foot is going to be at a 45-degree angle. The front foot is going to be facing toward the front. Her hands are going to be about 6 to 8 inches apart in front of her. She's going to inhale, and her hands are going to come back. Now notice the foot. The front toe is pulled up. Most of the time in Tai Chi, when we move backwards, we're going to raise up the back foot, or raise up the front toe of the front foot, and all the weight is going to be distributed in the back. The back knee is bent, and there's very little weight on the front foot. There is a little weight, but very little. Now as her hands come down and to the front, she's going to exhale. And then when she inhales, she pulls back. When she exhales, hands go forward, the foot goes down, and the weight goes forward. Pull back, the weight goes back. Push forward, the weight goes forward. And the whole time her palms are facing each other. Now, if you turn and do this from the side, so you're going to do it facing that wall that way, watch your posture. As she pulls back, her spine is erect and straight. As she pushes forward, her spine is erect and straight. As you push forward, you don't lean, you don't tilt. In Tai Chi movements, we want to try to keep the spine as straight and erect as possible, as if our head is being suspended from the heavens with a string. Inhaling back, exhaling forward. Very good. Now, you're going to practice this on the other side, so all you're going to do is, as she steps back, she's going to inhale, step back, and notice that foot is at a 45-degree angle, front foot is facing straight ahead, and she just continues the movement seamlessly. And also notice that her wrists aren't straight and rigid. As she comes up, the hands kind of drop, and as they go down, the hands the fingertips kind of raise to the top. Good. All right, the next warm-up will be the arm stretch. Put the arms straight out apart. There's no name for this. When your arms are out, you're going to inhale. So as one of the hands closes in, she's going to start exhaling. Now notice that her hips aren't going to move, but her shoulders are going to turn right here. Now she's still facing forward, looking at her fingertips. As she closes now, she's going to exhale. Her hips stay stationary, but look at her shoulders now. Her shoulders have made a 45-degree turn. That's going to help with a lot of flexibility up in the chest area. Now you're totally exhaled. So if we keep this position for a little while, she's going to fall down. What we want to do now is inhale. As you inhale, just like a bellows, the inflation of the lungs is going to increase the distance of the hands. And she continues out inhaling. Now she's going to exhale, and the same thing is going to follow her. Notice her head stays straight until her hand passes that imaginary line, and now she turns her head, hips stay straight, and the shoulders turn. Inhaling, and then exhaling. Once again, the breathing causes the motion. All right, good. You can do these exercises, these warm-ups, as long as you want to. We usually do them 3 to 7 times each side, and that should be enough to get the breathing matched with or coordinated with the body functions or motions, as well as slowing down and loosening up so you get ready for the Tai Chi exercise. Good?